Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy ABE, and I'm back with another banger. All right, so we have a little mukbang today, a Mexican mukbang. Um, it's this place right down the street called Mia's Mexican Restaurant. I wanted to try it out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Roll to 1K, and let's get it. Let's go. See you there. All right, chat. Uh, we are walking over to the place now, and I forgot my tripod. All right, you can't see me right now, but the lighting gets horrible. I ain't gonna lie, I'm walking outside, but yeah, we're gonna walk over to the place right now. It's literally 2 minutes away, but see you when I get there. All right, we made it to the place. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 1942 is insane. But hey, we're gonna try this out, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll meet you back at home. Peace. Day or this evening, little short stream. I am gonna be doing a mini food review slash mukbang slash story time. So buckle up, get your popcorn, and enjoy the stream. You know what I'm saying? I recorded some today, but I'm just gonna record it. Me actually getting the food. I already got the food already. Bro, chat. Look at the fucking price, bro. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Look at this shit. 1942 for a burrito. It's insane work. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's insane work, bro. But besides the point. So I decided to review this place. Is right up like 3 minutes on my street. It's a new place called Mia's. But we're gonna try it out. Quick little story time on how I started streaming, and I have some questions that I have gotten. Some of you didn't send questions, but to the ones that send me questions, I appreciate you. But let's get to this review. I have the questions pulled up from Instagram. So, but basically, let's go. This is the food. I got a Bria burrito. It's with pinko, lettuce, black beans, sour cream, rice, and Bria. I don't know if you can see in the camera this burrito. And there's another part too. I thought it was gonna be a big ass burrito, but come on, bro, come on. Alright, and then they gave me like 3 chips. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's crazy. That's insane work. But we're gonna try it without further ado. Let's see. This was trying to be to my fault. Alright, let me get one more bite. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. For $19, that's insane. But that reminded me of eating. Remember the grilled stuff, like burritos, the double XLs, burritos at Taco Bell? That reminds me of that burrito, which is not a bad thing. It's just like I thought it was gonna be like the burrito was gonna be more, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. But I'll give my rating at the end. Oh, okay. Let's get into the story time. Alright, so that. And the first question, what made me get into streaming? So, what made me get into streaming is, to be honest with you, I've been like, I know. Let me take another bite. I'm sorry. I'm kind of hungry though. I ain't gonna lie. My bad. Okay. Alright, what made me start streaming is, so it all started like after like my second year. I always like watched YouTube like everybody else, but like just studying and just like studying YouTube and just watching YouTube, that would be my escape, you know what I'm saying, from real life and everything like that. You know, because at the time, you know, I really didn't like school that much. You know, I was mostly into playing video games, you know, watching YouTube, or what was I gonna say? Yeah, or playing basketball. And I really wanted to get into streaming, like shit, cause I seen like you know, Kai Cenat and all of them do it, you know, and I'm like, oh, this shit sounds cool, this sounds fun to do. But you know, I was always nervous and shy to talk in front of a camera. But when I was in college, you know, my major is like sports media, so I have to talk a lot, you know, and I have to talk a lot to people and, you know, be in front of the camera. So, you know, it was a challenge for me at first. But to answer the question to how I got into streaming is, you know, just before I even got into streaming, I did YouTube for like about like in 2023, so I did that for about a year. And I first started, the day I started streaming was on the January 1st, 2024. So it's been about a year now, almost 2. So I didn't know how to work all of this stuff, you know, OBS and everything like that. So like towards my junior year in college, like I just practiced, that summer I practiced editing, you know, CapCut, doing how to work OBS, watching videos, studying the game, on how to work this stuff, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, but getting into streaming, I just wanted to practice, you know, me like talking, you know, to people, and, you know, getting out my comfort zone, because, you know, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard, you know, getting out your comfort zone and everything like that. So I wanted to challenge myself, you know, just in case I go for like have a big profession like sports media and I have to talk a lot like this. So, you know, and just getting that practice in, you know what I'm saying, and just having that experience. But I feel like streaming helps with that as well. But I also just like making content, you know what I'm saying, and you know, just trying to make people laugh. But that's how I got into streaming. Now to the second, alright, let's try this. I'm sorry if I'm munching and you hear it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, not sorry. Hear me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm munching too hard, I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. faced in my life. Having a learning disability and people thinking like you can't do certain stuff. That I would say that's the most difficult or adversity that I faced in life. Cause like I have a stuttering problem, and I have a stuttering problem, and it takes me a minute to think about what I'm gonna say, and then I just be forgetting, and then but other than that, like personal stuff, I don't really want to get into, bro. I really don't want to get to, but that's a good ass question though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But just like some people just like having a disability, like some people could doubt you and say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. What you gonna do? Block out the noise or cry about it in the corner. What I decided to do, not just to lock in what I have to do, and just not listen to them. It's easier said than done. But another thing is just like that's I would say that's the most difficult thing, or like the type of some adversity that I faced. But if you guys go through the same thing, I mean, it's just like you're not alone, bro. You're not alone, bro. But dang, it's big ass. But look at this shit, bro. Like this is nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I got scared, bro. God damn, bro. I'm trying to be grateful. My fault. I'm trying to be grateful here, but I know people are gonna say no, Bev. Nah, not really. Maybe later. Yeah. I know people are gonna say, oh yeah, I'm that motherfucker. Yeah, I am. But I know this was not okay. I'm gonna answer another question. When did I start YouTube/Twitch? Okay, so I started Twitch on January of last year, January 1st, 2024. Then I started YouTube like July 7th, 2023. So like in 2 more days it was 2 years since I started YouTube. So that's actually crazy. I remember that, I remember my first video, I did a mukbang, Mexican mukbang, and I was in my junior year at college, like working a summer job, you know what I'm saying, just recording and taking that leap of faith, you know what I'm saying. If there's anybody watching this, any words of motivation or anything like that, people gonna look at you and like, people won't believe in you, until it works. People will view you as corny, but when it works, they be switching up, bro. Like, that's insane. But me, I know I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it. I know some people, like, and I'll talk about this in my next video, monitoring spirits. Oh my goodness, like, it's insane. That's how you monitoring spirits, bro. But yeah, let me finish up this burrito, cause I'm gonna finish this burrito. I'm gonna rate it, and I'm gonna give my honest rating. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. Get my honest rating. But yeah, like I was saying, monitoring spirits. I'm gonna speak more about that in another upcoming video that I have planned. But yeah, some people just be fake, bro. It's just insane. It's insane. But if you like, keep that same energy. I like that. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I'm not playing. Fuck is you talking about? You know, cause people be acting different when you starting to level up. And oh, I knew you can make it. No, you didn't. But that's a whole nother video, you know what I'm saying? But alright, here's my final rating for Mia's Mexican restaurant. I gotta be honest with you, the presentation, it could have been better. I'll give the presentation a 5 out of 10. The presentation could have been a little bit better. The food overall, and I'm not a yes man, you know, I'm gonna be totally honest. I said earlier in the video, it's something like, it reminded me of eating that, you know, double XXL burrito from Taco Bell, which was good, but 19, wait, look at, bro, I'm gonna show you the price one more time. If you can see, zoom this bitch in, zoom this bitch in. 1942, and gave me 3 chips. That's crazy. I should minus that, but I don't know. I should minus that, but I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not a yes man. I'll give that a solid 4 out of 10. That's not even too high. I'm sorry. I give the presentation 5 out of 10. Overall, I was hungry. That's why I was, you know, fucking it up. But like, it's it's too pricey, bro. Like, and that's another negative. Too pricey, man. Like, I'm not gonna put it at it. It's too pricey. But overall, it was not all that. But you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's my final review. Overall 4.9 out of 10. Would I eat here again? Yeah, maybe. I'll give it another chance. You know, I believe in second chances, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's it for this mukbang, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.